What's going on, Minties? The Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition. And today, I'm going to show my haul from the GalaxyCon comic book convention in Louisville, Kentucky that we went to this weekend. So, please stay tuned. Alright, so this was kind of a small haul, but I had a lot of fun at this convention. Now, before I get started, here's a quick word from our sponsor. This episode is brought to you by cheapgraphicnovels.com, your online home for brand new graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. Right now, they are currently running their Halloween horror sale, offering up to 80% off 450 spine-tingling titles. This sale runs through October 31st while supplies last. Some of the deals this week include BPRD Hell on Earth Volume 1 hardcover, originally $34.99, but at 50% off, it's $17.49. As well as the Crimson Complete Omnibus. The retail price is $125, but at 50% off, it is $62.50. You can find the sale by clicking on the banner on Cheap Graphic Novels homepage or by clicking in the link in the description below. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more. Alright, so the very first thing I want to talk about is I'm an idiot, and I started collecting these Lightning collections from Power Rangers. Now, I don't know if you've been tuning into the channel for a while or not, but I used to review toys for Anime Beckett magazine back, over a decade ago, and I was doing that for a few years, probably for about 6 or 7 years, and Dragon Ball Z magazine and the video game magazine that they had. So this brought back a lot of memories because I was in contact with Bandai at the time, and now Bandai doesn't even own the rights to these anymore. Now it's Hasbro. So it's pretty interesting that they went that way. But anyway, I found these loose and I went ahead and got them because toys are meant to be open. Speaking of, I also found this My Hero Academia figure loose, so I couldn't pass up on it. I've been wanting to get these for a while. And also one of my amiibos that I was missing. And this is the, what is his name? Bobolink or something like that. He's the goblin from the Breath of the Wild. Yeah, so this is the only one I was missing from that set. Really quick, Maddie. Yeah, come and get Mike Norton's signature that you got on this book. I was carrying this book around for Maddie, and now I want to get it. I can't believe I don't own Battle Pug yet. This is the Compugnium, published by Image Comics. So I need to get on that. This book looks gorgeous. Anyway, so that's Maddie's book. I found this awesome t-shirt. Yeah, Hadouken. That's right, that was my jam. Now, let's see. I talked to Fabian Nicieza, and I told him the story behind this, how I borrowed parts of his Cyclops speech his wedding vows to Jean Grey for my own wedding vows, and he kind of busted my balls about that, but hey, it's Fabian Nicieza. He can do whatever he wants to. I told him I'd love to have him on the show again. I interviewed him, actually, twice. Once for About Heroes, and then once for Omnibros, but I'd love to have a chat with him and talk about New Warriors. Such a nice guy, and I already had Andy Kubert's signature. Yeah, I know everybody's like paying to get Deadpool's signature, his New Mutants 98, and I'm over here with X-Men number 30, because this means more to me. Next up, I went to talk to Donny Cates, and I got the Venom oversized hardcover signed by him. He even drew a nice little picture for him. I was sitting in line with the amazing Amanda, and we were both going on about how much Donny Cates has blown up over the last couple of years. So that's really nice, and I forgot all my books for Peter David to sign. So I went and bought this issue right here that I haven't even read yet. This is Last Call. This will be collected in trade paperback coming up actually at the beginning of January. And so I got him to sign it because I was like, I gotta go talk to him and I can't just stand there and talk to him. All right, time to make fun of me. X-Men Unstoppable. Why? Well, let's look at this wonderful Ron Garney artwork, right? That's the reason I got it. Sure. Or Kia Asemiya. Sean Phillips on art. But this is the notorious Chuck Austin run. So here's Kia Asemiya's artwork right here. A lot of these have been out of print, the trade paperbacks that are collected in here, because this collects a huge chunk of Chuck Austin's run. I have all the trades already, but this is a nicer build and also collects, right here, Uncanny X-Men 410 to 424, and then X-Men Unlimited 44 and 45. Those issues 44 and 45 have not been collected anywhere else, so I'm an idiot and found this, for a pretty decent price. Next up, I got Miss Marvel Volume 4. I'm hoping that now that I bought this, Marvel can announce a second hardcover or second omnibus. This collects the first, I want to say, the second part of, 13 through 24 of the second Miss Marvel series by G. Willow Wilson. So hopefully hardcovers 3, 4, and 5 will be collected into one omnibus sometime, announced for next year. That would be awesome, since we just got a volume 5 2 months ago. So next up, I got the Black Panther. This is volume 2. I got volume 1 when we went comic book shopping in Baltimore, and that video will be coming out in December. So it's almost out of order. But this is the volume 2 of the Coates run. Oh my gosh, Ta-Nehisi Coates. A lot of this stuff in here is illustrated by Leonard Kirk. So it was a liquidated book, so it's got the remainder mark, but I could not pass up on it. I was like, oh man, look, you can still feel how new it is. Hasn't even been broken in yet. But yes, this is Black Panther Volume 2. Now, I'm not going to show all of these, but I went on a huge buying spree of Iron Man to catch up. I haven't read a lot of these, and my daughter even beat me to the Ironheart volumes. So I picked up Invincible Iron Man. These are all, by the way, written by Bendis. And then this is the Ironheart stuff. Invincible Iron Man and International Iron Man. And hopefully sometime in 2020, I'll be doing an Iron Man comprehensive reading order after I get done reading these. So let's quickly look at the inside artwork before we move on to the next book. It looks like Alex Maleev is doing this one. Man, he loves that guy. And Caselli, of course, introducing the character of Ironheart to the Marvel Universe. I've always been a big fan of his ever since Avengers Academy. And then he did some backup stories for Amazing Spider-Man. And then here's some internal artwork by Mike Deodato Jr., whose art has changed quite a lot since he started in the 90s, that's for sure. Wait, that's Bagley. That's not Deodato Jr. This is all Bagley because this is all pages from Mighty Avengers. Holy crap, this collection is interesting. So this collects Iron Man 12 through 14, so 3 issues of Iron Man. And then Mighty Avengers, the Bendis stuff, 9 through 11. So you have half of the volume is new stuff, and then half of it is old stuff. But it's volume 3, so I had to have it, right? Next up, Power Man and Iron Fist. This is volume 2. Now I need to get volume 1. And this is one that I was looking out for a while. I found it for 50% off. So I had to pick it up because I ended up, Marvel sent me a volume 3, and I really enjoyed that, and I wanted to read more about it. Like, I wanted to read like the Chris Claremont stuff that I've never read, but this mainly contains the Mary Jo Duffy stuff. So her stories are all contained within these pages in here, and leading up to volume 3, of course. So collecting issues 71 and 72, and then 74 through 89, leaving out issue 73. Copyrights, right? Look, there's my boy Sabretooth and Constrictor. Probably 2 of the most visually pleasing looking villains when I was a kid. I love those 2 characters. And I believe that's the reason why I bought this, not even knowing who the characters were. Yeah, because of this cover right here as a kid. Because this was before Sabretooth blew up in the Mutant Massacre. And speaking of mutants, I got the volume 3 of Epic Collection, Excalibur, Girls' School from Heck. So this collects Excalibur 31 through 41, never before collected. Weird War 3, Possession and Heir Apparent, Sensational She-Hulk 46, and then material from Marvel Comics Presents number 75. So let's look a little bit in here. So you have Scott Lobdell, Chris Claremont, Michael Higgins, Simon Furman even writes some stuff, and Dave Ross, Ron Wagner, and Tom Morgan, and Brian Hitch. So this is the stuff that has never been collected before. This is the stuff in between the Claremont and then the return of Alan Davis. So a lot of this is obscure Excalibur stuff. And honestly, I'm glad they're releasing. They are pumping these out. We know we have a volume 4 coming out sometime next year. I announced it on the channel with the first Joe Madureira stuff. Here is Weird War 3, the one written by Michael Higgins. It's drawn by Tom Morgan. And there's some, like I said, some really interesting issues in here. I love that cover because I was like, oh, they're going to explore more of Rachel. We're going to find out more about her past, which is our future. So any story where it has Ahab coming back, I always got excited about. I remember as a kid hating the artwork in here, in these issues right here, though. Oh man, I was not a fan of the artwork in this. And this is all written by Scott Lobdell, and it's artwork by Mark Badger. Kitty Pryde has the soul sword that Ileana gave her. And, oh man, this is, well, I guess if you can't say anything nice, huh? Yeah, still not my cup of tea, that's for sure. But yeah, I remember quite fondly being really pissed off as a kid going, this is not Excalibur. What's happening? Are you trying to cancel one of my favorite books? I always thought this was the return of Alan Davis because I was hearing he was coming back, but that's actually Dave Hoover. This is a cute little Lockheed story, like told from his perspective in a species. Here we have the reunion, a take on the Excalibur one-shot graphic novel that came out that kicked it all off. And that all leads into issue 42, which is the return of Alan Davis. And I even think that, next, the legend begins all anew with Alan Davis coming back. And then this graphic novel right here, one-shot special, The Possession. And here is... And here's some more of that artwork. Oh, Eric Larson, I forgot he did a chapter in this, yeah. Badass pictures here by Larson. And here are the extras, including that 3-issue series that almost made me drop the books. This is Mark Silvestri, I believe. Yeah. The Marvel swimsuit pinups. Man, when are we going to get that omnibus? Oh, and the cute little Arthur Adams picture here. Mark Bagley. Yeah, most of the stuff was done by Bagley and Adams. I've always loved that picture. But this is from the card series. I think this is card series 1. Yeah, this is 1. And that was everything I picked up, including Maddie's book. Let me know in the comments down below if you're looking forward to any conventions later on this year. I'm sure there's not that many left. Or if you look forward to them every year and which ones you all attend. It was really nice to meet some of you Minties when I went there, so thank you very much for coming up and saying hello. Please don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, cheapgraphicnovels.com. They'll be having a Black Friday sale coming up this weekend. And remember, there won't be an old reader, new reader tonight. We return next Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. with Batman by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, Omnibus Volume 1. That's the book we will be discussing, so join us for a live chat. Again, this was the Uncanny Omar. Thank you for watching. And remember, if it's classy and cool, it must be near mint.